Why Bitcoin is revolutionary. Bitcoin isn't just another technological breakthrough, it's a paradigm shift that challenges centuries-old ideas about money, economics, and sovereignty. It provides a decentralized alternative to the traditional financial system, empowering individuals in ways that were previously unimaginable. Financial sovereignty, freedom over your wealth. Bitcoin gives you complete control over your money. Unlike fiat currencies, which require intermediaries like banks or governments to hold and process your funds, Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network. This means no account freezes. In the traditional system, banks or governments can freeze your account or seize your funds. With Bitcoin, your wealth is stored in your private keys. Only you control access. No confiscation. Governments around the world have confiscated assets for political or economic reasons. For example, in 2013, Cyprus imposed a bank bail-in, taking funds directly from depositors' accounts to rescue failing banks. In authoritarian regimes, dissidents often face asset seizures. Bitcoin offers a way to safeguard your wealth against such threats. With your private key, only you have access to your funds. No government or institution can take them. Example: imagine living in a country with political turmoil where banks freeze accounts arbitrarily. Bitcoin allows you to store your wealth digitally, independent of the banking system, and move it across borders if necessary. Borderless and permissionless. Money without barriers. Bitcoin is the first truly global currency. It transcends borders, politics, and socio-economic barriers, making it accessible to anyone with an internet connection. What does this mean? Borderless transactions. With Bitcoin, you can send money to anyone, anywhere in the world, within minutes. There are no currency conversion fees, no delays caused by international banking regulations, and no need for a middleman. Permissionless use. Unlike traditional banking, you don't need approval to open a Bitcoin wallet. There are no credit checks, paperwork, or minimum balances. Bitcoin is inclusive, offering access to the financial system for the unbanked and underbanked, an estimated 1.4 billion people globally. Empowering the unbanked. In regions like Sub-Saharan Africa, Latin America, and Southeast Asia, many people lack access to banks but own smartphones. Bitcoin allows them to save securely without needing a bank account, transact globally with minimal fees, access financial tools like remittances, lending, and investments. Bitcoin doesn't discriminate. It's money for everyone. Transparency and security. Trust without intermediaries. One of Bitcoin's most revolutionary features is its transparency. Every transaction is recorded on the blockchain, a public ledger that anyone can view. How does this prevent fraud? Once a transaction is added to the blockchain, it cannot be altered. This immutability ensures that double spending, using the same Bitcoin twice, is impossible. The blockchain is maintained by thousands of nodes worldwide, making it virtually tamper-proof. Privacy through pseudonymity. While the blockchain is public, Bitcoin users remain pseudonymous. Your transactions are tied to an alphanumeric address, not your personal identity. This strikes a balance between transparency and privacy. Your spending habits aren't exposed to third parties, like banks or advertisers. Fraud is minimized because transactions can't be forged or reversed without your private key. Example: in traditional banking, you rely on institutions to verify and secure transactions. If the bank is hacked, your sensitive data could be stolen. Bitcoin eliminates this risk by putting you in control. Deflationary by design, a store of value for the digital age. Unlike fiat currencies, which lose value over time due to inflation, Bitcoin is deflationary. Its value is designed to increase over time. Fixed supply, 21 million coins. Bitcoin's code limits its total supply to 21 million coins. The blockchain enforces this scarcity and cannot be altered by any individual or institution. Why is this revolutionary? Protection against inflation. Fiat currencies lose purchasing power as central banks print more money. For example, in Venezuela, hyperinflation rendered the bolivar almost worthless. In the US, $1 in 1970 had the same purchasing power as about $7 today. Digital gold. Like gold, Bitcoin's limited supply makes it a reliable store of value. However, unlike gold, Bitcoin is easily divisible, portable, and transferable. Michael Saylor's view. Michael Saylor, a prominent Bitcoin advocate, describes Bitcoin as digital energy. He argues that Bitcoin allows individuals to store their wealth in a medium that is immune to decay, independent of governments or corporations, transportable across time and space. Bitcoin transforms money into a long-term store of value, enabling people to protect their wealth against inflation and economic uncertainty. The philosophy behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't just a currency, it's a philosophy of freedom. It embodies principles that challenge the status quo of centralized power. Decentralization. No single entity can control Bitcoin, ensuring fairness and neutrality. Censorship resistance. No government or institution can block transactions. Financial equality. Bitcoin levels the playing field, giving everyone access to the same monetary tools. Hope for oppressed populations. In countries with authoritarian regimes where censorship and economic oppression are rampant, Bitcoin serves as a tool for freedom. Journalists and activists can receive funding without fear of censorship. Citizens can protect their wealth from devaluation or confiscation. Closing thoughts, a revolution in the making. Bitcoin is not just a technological innovation, it's a movement that reimagines money as a tool for empowerment and equality. By offering financial sovereignty, borderless accessibility, and protection against inflation, Bitcoin challenges the traditional financial system's flaws and limitations. As you continue this journey, remember that Bitcoin is more than a currency. It's a revolution, a shift toward a future where money is free, fair, and accessible to all. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more information and knowledge on Bitcoin. Thank you for visiting.